Things I love about my African gray parrot, Cyd. Cyd can get the sillies. She can be very playful. She loves her one-on-one time with me at night. We play together, we chat, share stories, and talk about our day. Cyd is very gentle. She's a smart little thing, but she's also really mischievous. She knows exactly what I'm saying, but chooses not to listen. Kind of like a cockatoo. I find the female African gray parrots not to be as nippy as, say, a male. Maybe that's for all female birds, really. They're not as aggressive as a male, just from my experience. The two African grays that I've owned are both sweet birds. Newman, on the other hand, he's a male, but he's also a Timney African gray. He's a smaller African gray. They come from different parts of Africa. He's way more high-strung. Cyd does not think she's a bird. She doesn't want to be associated with any birds or be treated like a bird. She wants to be out with people and be part of that conversation or that interaction. African grays are known for their ability to talk. Cyd does talk, but for some reason she's not really into talking. She prefers noises. She likes talking to the dogs more. She's always got her eye on what the dogs are doing and how the dogs are going out or they're going to bed or whatever. She says Ellie's name because Ellie's the one that's always in trouble. I always say that Cyd has always been lucky in life, and that's okay. She came from a home where she'd lived for 20 years. She was treated really well and very spoiled. Her owner passed away and she came to live here. Cyd for sure is the bird that has lived the best life of all my flock. Maybe that's why she doesn't think she's a bird. I don't know. She's the one who chews the baseboards in the whole house. That might not be a thing that I love about her, but they're very sneaky. They're ground foragers and they like to hide. When I leave her door open, I always forget, and then I'm like, where's Cyd? And then all of a sudden my heart stops and I run around the house looking for Cyd. If she isn't getting enough attention, she'll actually fly and land on top of your head. She just went through her egg time. She sat on an egg for a couple months and now she's ready to rock and roll. Cyd enjoys when we have people over. She's always part of the conversation because she's out in the living area. Some people feel bad for her because she's in the living area and not with the other birds, but she does not want to be with those other birds at all. She doesn't like Kiwi, and she's petrified of Newman. She'll tolerate Coco, and I think it's only because Coco's very persistent, and there's just no way she can get away from Coco. Coco's always in someone's face. Cyd is definitely my biggest lap bird. Rue and Coco will be my lap bird, but not all the time. But Cyd, she could probably be on my lap all day long. People should know before they adopt an African gray parrot that they do pick up noises around the house, and they're not always good noises. The terrible noises they pick up are really hard to handle. Cyd's not too bad, but when Newman starts his terrible noises, she'll call back. They'll call back and forth to each other. You can tell the difference between African grays, between a Timney African gray and Cyd, who's a Congo African gray. The Congos are more popular. They have black beaks and a red tail. The Timney African gray has a pink beak and a reddish gray tail. Cyd loves to cuddle with me too. I can't really do all that stuff with her because then she just becomes hormonal and starts laying eggs. Cyd trusts me the most, definitely. I think it's because she's never been let down by humans.